There are moments in life when you meet someone, and it feels like you've known them forever. You don't even have to try. It just clicks. That's not coincidence. That's the universe speaking. Carl Jung, the famous psychologist, often spoke about the deeper forces guiding our lives, the things that happen beyond our control. When it comes to relationships, he believed that there were signs, subtle yet powerful, that could reveal if someone was meant to be in your life. It's almost like fate has a hand in who crosses your path. But how do you know when destiny is at play? How can you tell if the universe is trying to tell you something? There are 4 key signs that Jung believed could signal that you're meant to be with someone. And these signs are not just random. They have meaning, they carry weight, and they can change the course of your life. The first sign is synchronicity. Jung used this term to describe meaningful coincidences that seem to occur at just the right moment. You might bump into someone you haven't seen in years, and it just so happens that you both are at the same place at the same time. Or maybe you find yourself thinking about a person, and suddenly they reach out to you. It's like the universe is aligning to bring the two of you together. These moments often feel like more than just chance. They feel purposeful, as if everything is falling into place in a way that's beyond your understanding. Jung believed that these synchronistic moments weren't just random. They were signs from the unconscious, guiding us toward meaningful connections. So, when these coincidences start to pile up with someone, when you keep running into them, or they keep showing up in your life, take notice. It might be the universe telling you that something bigger is in the works. This brings us to the second sign, a sense of deep connection. Have you ever met someone and instantly felt like you've known them forever? Maybe you've only just met, but there's a familiarity, a comfort, that seems to transcend time and space. Jung referred to this as the feeling of unconscious familiarity, where your soul recognizes there's in a way that doesn't need words. You don't need to explain your past, your fears, your dreams. They just get you. You feel understood on a level that goes beyond surface-level interactions. It's almost as if the connection is happening on a deeper, more spiritual plane. This kind of bond isn't something that happens with everyone you meet. It's rare, and it often feels inexplicable. But when it happens, it's undeniable. It's the universe pulling you toward someone because your souls are in sync, and that connection may be exactly what you need to grow and evolve. You might also notice that the third sign shows up when challenges arise. It might sound counterintuitive, but sometimes the universe tests you. It doesn't just bring people into your life when everything is perfect. Sometimes it brings them in when you're facing obstacles. These challenges might force you to look within and question your beliefs, your patterns, or the way you view relationships. But here's the catch. When you're meant to be with someone, even the challenges seem to push you toward each other, not apart. This doesn't mean that every relationship will be easy, but it does mean that even in tough moments, there's a sense that you're growing together, not drifting apart. The universe doesn't want you to just coast through life. It wants you to learn, to change, to become more than you were before. So, if you find yourself facing difficulties in a relationship, but still feeling like you're both growing and evolving, that's a sign that destiny might be at play. The fourth and final sign is transformation. Jung believed that relationships, especially those that were destined, had the power to bring about deep personal growth. When you meet the right person, they don't. You know when you meet someone, and it feels like everything just falls into place. You might think it's just a coincidence, a happy accident, but Carl Jung would probably tell you that it's no accident at all. Jung believed that there's a deeper connection between our unconscious minds and the events that unfold in our lives. This connection isn't random. If destiny has plans for you to be with someone, the universe will send you clear signs, and those signs will show up in ways you might not expect. So, how does the universe send you these messages? And how can you know when it's destiny at play? First, one of the most common signs is synchronicity. Have you ever experienced moments when everything seems to align perfectly, like a series of random events, but they all point to the same thing? That's synchronicity in action. Jung believed that these meaningful coincidences aren't really coincidences at all, but rather, they're glimpses of a larger pattern at work. Maybe you're thinking about a person, and then out of nowhere, you run into them. Or maybe you've had dreams about someone, and then you meet them in real life. It's almost like the universe is gently nudging you, reminding you that there's something important you need to pay attention to. These synchronicities can be subtle, but they carry a weight of meaning. But it's not always about just bumping into people at the right time. Sometimes, the universe gives you a gut feeling. This is your intuition speaking to you. It's that inner knowing, that deep sense of certainty that this person is someone you're meant to meet or be with. It's not always logical, and it doesn't always make sense in the moment, but it's a powerful force. Your intuition connects you with something beyond the surface, and it can guide you toward people and situations that align with your destiny. Think about the last time you met someone and felt an immediate, inexplicable bond. Did it feel like you'd known them forever, even though you just met? That feeling might have been your intuition confirming that your paths were meant to cross. Sometimes, destiny uses your emotional responses as a compass. How you feel when you're around a person can be a major clue. Jung would suggest that these emotional reactions aren't accidental. When you meet someone, you might feel a rush of excitement, an overwhelming sense of peace, or even a pull you can't explain. The feelings are intense, but they're also revealing. If you're with someone and everything just feels right, like you're in perfect sync, it might be a sign that this person is part of your life's blueprint. Jung often spoke of the concept of the self, a deeper aspect of the psyche that holds the truth about who we are and who we're meant to be with. When you encounter someone who resonates deeply with you on an emotional level, it's often a reflection of this deeper truth. It's like your higher self is giving you a nod, saying, yes, this is part of your journey. Another sign that destiny is involved is that the relationship feels transformative. If being with this person makes you grow, challenge yourself, or see the world in a new way, then it might be more than just a casual connection. Jung believed that we attract people into our lives who help us evolve. Relationships, especially those that feel fated, can push us to confront our fears, expand our consciousness, and discover parts of ourselves we didn't even know existed. It's not always easy, and sometimes it's downright uncomfortable, but the growth that comes from these relationships is undeniable. So, ask yourself, has this person caused you to rethink your life, your values, or even your goals? Are they helping you become a better version of yourself? If so, this could